Hi, I'm Melissa Dykes, Chief Financial Officer.
And I'm Ted Hobson, Chief Compliance Officer. We're here to talk about JEA's second strategic initiative, which is delivering business excellence. Delivering business excellence includes all of the hard numbers that we have been working on over the last few years, operational metrics and business metrics. While we have done an excellent job of delivering business excellence in the past, in the future we have to step up to the next level. The environment has changed. The demand for our goods, products, and services is not increasing at the rate it has been over the last 20 years. The environmental and regulatory environment are much more difficult and much more costly. Our costs are going up, as well as the public is more critical of our operation. Customers are demanding more. The definition of success for delivering business excellence will be when JEA is defined by delivering high-quality services at an affordable cost. Our employees make smart business decisions and spend our customers' money wisely and responsibly. And service, safety, and compliance are ingrained in our culture. We have successfully grown the business. That is the definition of success for this initiative. The highest priority gaps in order of priority start with flat or declining revenue, lack of new revenue sources, and excess capacity both on the water and electric side. Growth in expenses is the second gap. The third gap is rates. Water rates and electric rates exceed the median of our peers. That's both commercial and industrial and residential rates. Electric outage frequency is the next gap. We do not compare favorably with our peers in the number of outages experienced by our customers. The next two gaps involve capital projects. We have to do a good job of enterprise asset management, which is managing our capital projects. We have to select the right projects to do to bring value to our customers. And the next gap is we have to deliver those projects on time and within budget. We have to do a good job of executing capital projects once we select them. And then the last gap, water metering performance, is somewhat of a specific gap. We have discovered, and we've known for some years, that there is a gap between the water we produce and the water we actually bill for. And so the last gap we've identified is improving water meter performance and closing that gap. We have identified three specific areas of focus in this strategic initiative, and Melissa is going to tell us about those.
Thanks, Ted. The outcome metrics associated with our first area of focus are to increase revenues by 2015, to increase the net number of new meters in our system, both in electric and in water by 2015, by adding meters through economic development growth and possibly service territory expansion, and to reduce unbilled production, or metering, to recover $1 million each in additional net revenue from the electric system and the water system in 2014. And that's both through metering losses, as Ted described in our gaps, and also through making sure our house load is as efficient as possible. The commitments to action we've developed to address these goals are to aggressively pursue the growth of traditional utility sales and also to get creative and diversify into other revenue sources. Under traditional utility sales, these commitments to action include proactively pursuing economic development in partnership with other community stakeholders for economic development, and also through rates to find creative ways to attract businesses to our area, to pursue electrification as a way to grow revenues, so recognizing that our customers are more efficient with electricity, but there are opportunities to branch out in those efficiency measures into electrification strategies. To consider and execute opportunities for extending wholesale and retail sales to new customers, and to implement a strengthen program to really look at our unbilled or underbilled services. Under diversifying into other revenue sources, let's get creative. Let's think about other business line opportunities that provide value to our customers and that allow JEA to also accomplish its goal of growing revenues. Our second area of focus is to improve cost efficiency. To achieve success in this initiative, it's not enough to focus only on revenues. Our costs are currently growing faster than our revenues in both the electric system and the water and sewer system, and we have cost pressures in a number of areas that are difficult for us to control, so it's critical that we focus our cost efforts in the ones that we can control. The outcome metrics associated with this area of focus are rate competitiveness. The bottom line is our customers measure our value to them through their bill. And so our goal under rate competitiveness is to have our residential typical bill below the median of our Florida peers by 2015, which is going to require us to move down a couple of positions relative to our peers. Our second outcome metric is cost performance, achieving flat cost per unit delivered versus a 2012 baseline and maintain a flat fuel rate through 2015. And our third outcome metric is our debt to asset ratio of 71% in electric and 58% in water by 2015. And that's important because we can't achieve our cost goals through borrowing. Our commitments to action that will support this area of focus are to enhance our business cost accountability and to leverage our IT capabilities more effectively. We will enhance business cost accountability by implementing new processes to optimize capital expenditures, by implementing processes for critical review of O&M expenditures. We want to drive significant improvements in our supply chain efficiency and increase productivity through more efficient processes. Under the IT umbrella, our IT systems are procured to make us more efficient. So let's make sure we're really accomplishing that. And we'll do that through effective change management, through consolidation of the number of key systems, and through stringent business case criteria for acquisition of new systems. I'll turn it over to Ted to talk about our third area of focus.
Our third and final area of focus in this initiative is improve operational performance. The first metric associated with improving operational performance is electric service quality. The metric we have chosen to represent improving electric service quality is CIMI 5. That's a new metric to JEA, although it's been used by our peers in the industry for the last several years. Specifically, CIMI 5 is the measure in percentage of the number of customers experiencing more than 5 outages over the last 12 months. JEA intends to be a top quartile performer in this metric by the end of fiscal 2015. The second metric is boil water incidents. We would like to reduce the number of boiled water incidents by 5% a year. And lastly, we would like to improve our permit compliance by 5% a year. As you well know, JEA operates under multiple water, wastewater, and electric permits. And taking all of these permits together, we would like to improve our performance in compliance with these permits by 5%. The commitments to action associated with this area of focus are improve electric and water reliability. We reduce the CIMI 5 metric, we reduce the boil water incidents, and we improve water metering performance and cost efficiency. And lastly, we minimize process errors, all kinds of process errors, including customer bills and information. We do this through better quality control and more integrated systems. Melissa?
Thanks, Ted. JEA is your community-owned utility. If we're successful in this initiative, we'll be able to look at each of our customers and represent that JEA is the highest value organization that we can be to our community.
What kind of businesses could we get into? We do a little bit of lighting business. Orlando goes way beyond what we do. They have a full-blown lighting business. They go behind the meter. They do ball fields and all kinds of lighting. They have lighting into commercial businesses.
Ricky had a great thing for his people to look into providing services for other utilities, getting line crews out there, also possibly industrial clients. Get them used to seeing JEA trucks in Green Cove Springs, then sky's the limit.
On the first one, under grow net revenues, this is where I kind of disagree with Brian Breslow. We could grow by buying some older utilities. I haven't found a wastewater utility yet that sells with good pipes. And